New tonight, the man accused of intentionally setting a fire that killed an 18-year-old Chicopee woman is back in court today. 44-year-old Juan Carlos Torres of Springfield was arraigned on murder, attempted murder, and arson charges connected to an act of arson back in 2013. Back on October 16th, 2023, Springfield police were met with this scene at a home on Grover Street in Springfield. And while fighting the fire, first responders entered the home and retrieved two victims from that burning building. Both were taken to the hospital, where one of them died. She was identified as 18-year-old Jenariah Rivera. Upon further investigation over the last 15 months, officials were able to identify Torres in connection with the arson. And last week, Torres was taken into custody. And today, he appeared before a judge again. This incident remains an active, ongoing investigation.